1 3.5 ounce box of lemon pudding mix, 4 eggs, 1 1/4 cup of Mountain Dew, half a cup of vegetable oil, and 1 cup salted butter. Perfect. Oh, hello. Wasn't expecting you so soon. Welcome back to Cooking with Andy. I was just finishing up a recipe for you guys for Mountain Dew flavored cupcakes. Really excited to put this together for you. A one-of-a-kind treat. So come along with me on Cooking with Andy. Let's do this thing. Cooking with Andy. So we're gonna preheat the oven to 350 degrees. We're gonna list off the ingredients for both the frosting and for the actual cake mix, but I'm gonna be mixing them together at the same time. So the first thing we're gonna wanna do is mix in an 18-ounce box of lemon mix. So this is a lemon muffin mix, but you can also use a cake mix, you can use a cupcake mix, whatever you wanna use. So we're gonna go ahead and dump this into the bowl. Just kind of take a look at the mix it around a little bit. If it sticks to your fingers, it's fresh. You also wanna give it a little bit of a taste. And yeah, it's definitely the right mix of lemon and poppy. We're going to be mixing in pudding mix. The reason I chose vanilla is because it's a perfect base flavor for our Mountain Dew. We're gonna mix that in. So next we're gonna take 4 eggs. So I've got 2 eggs here. I'm just gonna give those a crack, mix them in there. Then we're gonna go ahead and get this mixed up. You can really smell this. It smells like a perfect blend of vanilla and lemon. So what we're gonna wanna add in is about 1 1/4 cups of Mountain Dew. This is a bottle of real sugared Mountain Dew. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add in 1 cup. You just gotta be careful, it's pretty fizzy. We're gonna pour that in. Then we're just gonna add in a little bit more as a 1/4 cup. So now we've got Mountain Dew mixing in. So we're gonna add a half a cup of vegetable oil. As we mix this up, it'll become just a really powerful muffin. So what we wanna do next is our cupcake pan. What I got from Whole Foods was I wound up getting some large baking cups. And what's great about these is you don't need to use extra butter, you don't need to use Crisco, you can just pop these in. What I realized we did was add maybe slightly a little bit too much Mountain Dew. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add in a little bit of flour, and this is gonna be able to thicken it up a little bit more and help the binding process really finalize. So let's actually give the cupcake its greenish hue, which will reflect our Mountain Dew. And so yellow and blue make what? They make green. So I'm gonna mix a couple blues in there, and it's all natural. This is made from vegetables. We're gonna mix this together and we're gonna make a beautiful green cake mix. This looks way better now that we've added flour to the ingredients. Really thickens it up and makes it to the right consistency that we expect out of a muffin. We're going to take our Mountain Dew mix and we're actually put it into the individual cups. And we're just gonna take our mix and we're gonna pour this in. For pouring in, what we're using is the slop technique. And what this allows for is just for you to fill up the entire muffin. And then it allows for little muffin in-betweeners. This is the best way. And remember, one last time before you put it into the oven, is you want to make sure you're tasting it and giving it a final check. It's perfect. We're gonna put these into the oven, and they're gonna go into the oven for about 13 to 17 minutes. Go ahead and kick the timer on, and we'll go ahead, while we're doing that, we're gonna make the frosting. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna bring this butter down to room temperature. So I'm gonna put this into the microwave, give that a chance to melt down, and it's gonna be a lot easier to mix in. So next we're gonna put in 4 cups of confectioner's sugar. So next we're gonna add in the 1 cup of salted butter, pour that in there. We're gonna wanna add in about 1/8 cup of Mountain Dew soda, 1/2 tablespoon of lemon juice, and 1/2 tablespoon of lime juice. So then we're gonna mix this all together. It's really a collection of flavors here. And then what we're gonna finally do is we're gonna add in the food coloring, blue and yellow. We're gonna mix this in. Now we got a really good fluorescent green going. And so this is gonna make a really good frosting for the cupcakes. So what we wanna do too is just make sure we get a good taste going. All right, so with another 6 seconds to go, let's go ahead and get our cupcakes out, and they'll be ready here in about 2, 1. Here we go. All right, so let's go ahead and get these cupcakes out. Look at how much they've risen. They really have a lot of yeast in there, and it really helps them grow. So now that these have had about 20 minutes to cool down, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put on our frosting mix. Now remember, these cupcakes are spiked with Mountain Dew, as well as our frosting. So this really is a true dew. It actually almost reminds you of like a glazed donut, but what it really tastes like is a lemony, Mountain Dewy muffin. Now we've got our muffins ready to go. What we want to do now to make them presentable is just take out one of your cupcakes and then just put a little cupcake, little Mountain Dew can in there. That way people know what type of muffins they're going to be getting. And now you've got yourself a beautiful cupcake infused with Mountain Dew. All right, well, thanks for joining me on Cooking with Andy. I hope you enjoyed our experience in making Mountain Dew cupcakes. I'm really excited to share these with my family on our upcoming dinner together. But this looks delicious. You can see it's got the poppy seeds popping out. Do the do. Mountain Dew cupcakes.